Hello, hello, hello. Happy Thanksgiving. Guess what day it is? I'm Grant. Welcome to my channel. It's been a minute. Busy, 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 busy. Had other things that I had to take care of. Lots of hours at work. Come on in. We'll have a little chit chat.
I think you're really cool. I like you a lot. Maybe we can hang out or something. Hey, I think you're really cool. I like you a lot. Maybe we can hang out or something.
Okay, so one of the things that I'm kind of know about myself is that I run hot and cold on projects. I still have to finish the 3 or 4 CB radio antennas and the homemade CB antenna. But in the meantime, I have become interested in bags. And not just any bags, leather bags. And not just leather bags, but leather. So what I wanted to kind of show you is a while back, let's start over here. A while back I did a video about my work boots that were molded. Well, they're not work boots, but they were for when I was messing with the horses. And they'd gotten dry and cracked, and they were just having some issues. And moldy, mildew. And I did a Dow bathroom cleaner take mold off of boots. And it did, but it also did some drying out of the leather. So in my quest to learn about leather care, I went over and grabbed these out of my storage, and they were just covered with dirt, just grit, dust from being blown in under the storage door. So the first step in the whole process was to use a stiff bristle brush and knock all the dirt off the boots. And they were stiff. I'm talking, they were crusty, crusty, crusty. And they are much more pliable now. Then I wet them, and one of the things I didn't know is that saddle soap is not so much a paste that you like shoe polish. It's a soap, and soap works best when you add water. So I used a scrub brush and scrubbed the bejesus out of them, and they're starting to dry a little bit better now. And it kind of evened them out, took all the stuff out of the crevices, all the cracks and everything were just, I really thought the boots were beyond repair and that they were just done. Maybe lawn art or something like that, grow plants out of them, something. But I like the boots. They're a good pair of Georgia boots. And I didn't want to just be frivolous and wasteful. So I scrubbed the snot out of them with saddle soap and water, and then I've let them dry out here in the garage overnight. And probably once they're fully dry, I will give them a good dose of Neatsfoot oil and get them back completely pliable and back to their normal selves. Sorry about that. I jumped out of the video. My neighbors are coming outside and they already look at me like I'm insane already. So why feed the flames? So anyways, I'll probably dose them up real good with some Neatsfoot oil. I might do that here in a minute as part of it. The other thing I did is I put a thin foam, rigid foam, I'll show you a piece of it over on the back side of the car there, in a round oval inside that bag to help it retain its rigidity. There's one thing that I cannot stand about canvas bags or cloth bags is that they fall over unless you've got them completely stuffed full of stuff. And what I was been experimenting with and what's kind of driven this whole thing is going to the gym and being able to change out and take my wet, sweaty clothes off and put on a clean pair and not have my bag just falling over constantly. So basically what I did is I've turned this bag into a gathering basket. Yeah, look that up. It's more of a wicker woven basket is what gathering baskets are, and they're about 3 times that size. But they have shoulder straps, and you use them, that they would gather wood, probably not wood because it'd be so heavy, but branches, food, fruit, vegetables, whatever in the basket, and then be able to carry it back home with them. So that's basically the intent here, except for it's completely enclosed so that my personal stuff is maintained in some sort of privacy. So there's that one. So that's just one project, 2 project. I bought this stuff, this foam, it came in a big roll, and I bought it at, it's a pretty rigid foam. Bought it at Hobby Lobby, a big roll of it in a tube, and I've used most of it for different projects, one of which is a horseshoe-shaped block inside there to keep it pressed up. Now this one I bought from Amazon, and when it came in, this one I believe, just by looking at it, is a chrome tanned leather, and that wet drippy looking stuff is Neatsfoot oil, because when they shipped it to me it was in that box right there. Okay, so it was crushed flat and huge creases where it was beat up, the tan knocked off of it, the finish. So I have soaked the bejesus out of it with Neatsfoot oil to try to get some moisture back into the leather, some oils back into it, and I'm just sitting here letting it dry. It was, like that color all right here, cracked, brittle. I thought it was actually cracked all the way through right there, but fortunately not. So I dosed the snot out of it with that, and that'll be, I think I'm going to use that one as a tool bag inside the car. It's cheaper. Duffel bag, and I'm not particularly attached to it, and if it gets a little bit beat up in the process of being out in the car, I'm okay with that. The next one that I was messing with here is this messenger bag, and I bought this at an antique store the other day in Walterboro, South Carolina, and it was just completely bone dry. It was so dry, so dry. There's not spots on it. You can see that there's some different colors there, and I'm perfectly fine with that, where it's not completely soaked and everything. But if you can see the tone of that leather there, it was lighter than that. Just dry. And I soaked the snot out of it with Neatsfoot oil and letting it cure. And that's going to be my communications bag inside the car. I can put handy talkies in the side pockets here. I can put all my other methods of communication inside there. It's all in one bag. I can take it out as a bag and take it out of the car, and easily mix and match what goes in the back end of the car. The biggest thing is that it's segmented into what each one of the roles these bags fulfill. And like I said, that one's going to be used for tools, a tool bag. That one's going to be used for a comms bag. The other one is going to be a gym bag. And I've got another backpack that I bought at the holiday show in Savannah Convention Center, and I will show you that one probably towards the end of this video. Okay, I went ahead and got the Neatsfoot oil out. I was concerned about them drying too stiffly, so I went ahead and doused the bejesus out of it. I mean, it's soaked with Neatsfoot oil, and it will soak in, and it'll probably return to that color, but you can see it is significantly darker, and just expect it. I mean, don't be having a hissy fit when your leather changes color. It will soak in. And Neatsfoot oil is what you probably used as a kid on a brand new baseball mitt to get it broke in and make it softer, more pliable. So I soaked the snot out of it, and I'm going to do the other one and set it back over and let it do some more drying, soaking in. And in my opinion, those boots have been rescued. A lot of life in those boots still. I only ever wore them out in the dirt in the corral, or the round pen. Maybe a little bit in the barn, but very, very seldom was I in there. But mostly it was out chasing the horses around in the paddock. So there's that. I will be back shortly. Okay, do a little wrap up here in the Office of Plenty. These are the two backpacks that I was talking about earlier. Sorry about the shadows. This one is a custom made one from a show we went to. Really high quality backpack. More of a laptop type bag, computer bag. This one is also a computer bag, but it is like substantially heavier, probably twice as big, thick, and made out of some very thick full grain leather. That one, believe it or not, from Amazon. So that's the wrap up. I've done nothing to either one of those. Took that one with me to Philly and Connecticut when I went up there. It traveled pretty well. Carried two laptops in there with it. It was heavy as hell with two laptops, but it took it no problem. And that one would be either an iPad or a single laptop carry. It's nowhere near big enough to have that kind of accoutrement stuffed in the bag with it. So, just got out of the shower, getting ready to go. I ain't cooking no more. That's over. Did it for 20 plus years. I'm over it. But I wanted to wish each and every one of you a happy Thanksgiving, and thank you for tuning in. And if you care to, it would not hurt to give me a like, a subscribe, and a share. And if this isn't your cup of tea, not a problem. Just hit the dislike button twice and I will refund every penny you paid. Have a great day. Thanks. Bye.